All right, Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Here we are with Pocket Pennant Run, World Series Game 1. And we're in the top of the third. There's runners on first and second. Swanson singled, and then it was Soler who was hit by a pitch, and we had a little bit of a commotion because Soler did not like it. And he was not happy with that. And the catcher and the umpire and both benches cleared. And they were saying something to each other in Spanish. It sounded like "Pasa, Margarita, dos tacos, por favor." It was not pretty. That's the most that I could get from the lip reading. So it's Freddie Freeman now. He's a lefty. He's going to get knocked down from an A hitter to a B hitter. And we're playing Pocket Pennant Run. Remember to join the Pennant Fever website, rather Facebook group, and also Universal Baseball Association Facebook group, and you'll have a lot of fun on those groups. And here's a pitch to Freddie Freeman. Here comes the cat. I can't go. So that's going to be 11 there. Thank you. Thanks for doing that, cat. All right, so it's a B pitcher, right? So it's an 11, and that's going to take it to the batter on a 1. And the batter is going to go from an A to a B, and then a 1 is going to be a ground ball hit hard at the third baseman, goes to second for 1, steps and throws to first, and in time. That's a 5-4-3 double play. There's got to be a way to make it a five. You could also have a 5-3 double play. But anyway, let's just do a 5-4-3 double play here. And the Swanson go. That's the most typical double play. So 2 outs. Freddie Freeman hits it hard, and but right at the third baseman. You would think Freddie, who's a kind of pull hitter, would hit it to the first baseman, and I could have changed that depending on what side Freddie Freeman hits on. Like if he's a lefty, he hits to the first baseman. If he's a righty, he would hit it to the third baseman. That's always easy to do. You don't. Okay, so that's runner on third, 2 outs now. Here comes Ozzy Albies, the pitch from Framber. Wait a second. I sound like ID Jester. Framber Valdez. There you go. Framber Valdez. And that's a 10. And that's going to be the batter. Batter at 10, and the batter is a B. And that's going to be a base hit single plus. So that means you can actually extend it, but there's 2 dots. So that means there's an advance of 2 bases. Let me see here what I'm going to do here. Blah, 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 blah. So it's a... I wanted to double check the batter. He's a switch hitter, so okay. So that's a single. 1 run scores, and first run of the ball game. So the Astros have taken the lead. Going to third is Soler, and going halfway and stopping and going back to first is Albies. He was thinking about trying for 2, and then changed his mind. I don't know why. Here comes Austin Riley with runners on first and third and 2 outs. 1-0 Astros. Top of the third. World Series Game 1. Pocket Pennant Run. Yeah, this is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Here's a pitch. And that's a 10. And the pitcher is like I said, a B, right? So a 10 is going to be the batter. And then we're looking at a 9. The batter is going to be an A. No change there because the pitcher is a lefty. So an A9, and that's going to be a base hit single. Another run scores, and going to third is Albies. So they're getting to Framber Valdez here in the top of the third inning a little bit. So Riley singles. He picks up an RBI. And then let's circle that. I put the RBI in a circle. Just do it that way. Man, I could think of 1,000 different homebrews for this. I mean, there's a lot of little details missing. When do guys go to second base and so on and so forth. You got to figure all that out. But, you know, it definitely take work and playing it and so on. Here's Ryanza. I brought him in. The guy that was supposed to be there was Rosario, but they didn't have him on the little list of players. So then I just grabbed Ryanza, who's a switch hitter. He's a utility guy and plays the outfield. All right, so first and third, 2 outs. Let's see if Framber Valdez could get out of trouble here. And that's a 5 under B pitcher, and that's a defensive check. The 2 is going to tell us it's the catcher, And then a 12, the catcher, Maldonado's defense is a B, so he's got good defense. And the 12 is going to be a ball that's mishandled, and Albie scores on the error. It's going to be an E. We're going to second is Riley, and everybody is safe here. Ryanza makes it to first base on an E2, a ball that's a little nubber in front of the plate, and he jumped on it, but then seemed to not get a grip, dropped it, picked it up, and threw to first, and everybody was safe. And up on the scoreboard, it's clear that that's an E2. There's no doubt, no question in my mind that Maldonado just made the error. And here comes Duval, runs on first and second. Another run comes in, so it's 3 so far. Let's put those 3 right on top here. And up to bat is Duval. Duval is a right-handed hitter. He's a C, so he's going to stay there. And that is that's a 6, and a 6 is going to be batter. And the batter, we're going to go for a 2 on a C, and that is hit hard, but right at the second baseman. And Altuve over to first, and that retires the side. But the Astros pick up 3 big runs here in the top of the 3rd inning with 1, 2, 3 hits, a hit by pitch, and an error. And they lead it here, World Series Game 1, 3-0. Go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Maldonado leading it off. Morton is a B, and that's a B11. That's the batter. Maldonado's a terrible batter, and that's going to be a chopper to second base, played by Albies, 1 down. Next up is Altuve, and that is a 5, and that's going to be defensive check with a 3. That's the first baseman, and the first baseman is Freeman. He should be pretty good. He's an A, so he's an A defensively, and an 11 is going to be a ball that is hit to the first baseman, and he handles that. Freeman juggled it a second, but then quickly got a grip on it. And here's Brantley with 2 outs. And that's a 1. He's a B. That's a strikeout, and that ends the inning. All right, so we go to the top of the 4th inning. And let's take a quick little break, and let's go through some cards and see if we can find a World Series player on the Topps Heritage Set 2021. I love these cards. They're kind of a copy of the 1971 cards, I believe, or 72. Here's Christian Yelich in action. So we got a Christian Walker, a Diamondback. We got, who's that? Oh, Carlos Correa made it to the World Series. Here he is. We hit the jackpot. Gregory Soto, he's a Tiger. Justin Verlander, he's on the bench. He was injured, did not play. Eric Thames. Keston Hiura. Jorge Soler. Jorge Soler is here as well. He was traded over to the Atlanta Braves, and he is playing in today's game. He's actually leading off. Jorge Soler. Oh, look at this. 21 rookie stars. Ali Sanchez and Franklin Kilome for the Mets. Here's Shane Green. I don't know that Shane Green is here. Let's see. Let's look and check. He may be here. So we're finding a lot of World Series players in this set. Shane Green, relievers. Nope, I don't see him here. He may have made it, but I don't see him in that list. Brandon Lowe, Array, Jesus Sanchez. He's with I can't even make out his team. Cubs, Alec Mills, Mike Trout, and Bo Bichette. So that's what we got in the Heritage set. So we found 3 players that we can verify that made it to the World Series, and beautiful cards, by the way. Jorge Soler, Justin Verlander, who's on the bench, and Carlos Correa, who's playing in this game. So let's put him back in the little packet, and let's move forward on this. It's going to be the top of the 4th inning. It's 3-0 Braves. The Braves had a big 3rd inning where 3 singles, an error, and a hit by pitch allowed them to score 3 runs. And I can't get this back into, for some reason, I can't get it back into the packaging. I don't know why. There you go. Got it. Yay. All right. Sorry for that delay. A little delay there. All right, here's Darno. Darno is he's a C. He'll stay a C. And that is a 9. A pitcher is a B. A B9 is the batter. It's a C. It's a 2. And that's bounced to second. Easy out for Altuve. Next is Peterson, who is a lefty. He's going to go from a B to a C. And that's a 6. Pitcher's a B, and that's a batter. C3, and that's a ball hit up the middle. And will Correa get to it? Yes, he does, and throws on the run, and right on the money. Great play by Carlos Correa. Ball that was destined to make it into the center field for a hit. He came up out of nowhere and just grabbed it and threw a strike to first base to the first baseman from Cuba, Gurriel, a 38-year-old. He was like a 36-year-old rookie. That was crazy. Here's Dansby Swanson, who singled and scored a run. He led off that third inning with a single. And that is a 10, a B10, and that's going to be the batter. And let's see, Swanson is a B. There's no change there. And we're looking at a 12, and that's power numbers on Swanson. He's got good power numbers. He had good power in 2021. So we're going to go to the power card. And let's see, Dansby Swanson's power numbers are B. So he's a B. And that stays that way. And a 10 as a deep drive to left field. And back goes the left fielder. Brantley looks up, and that's gone. That's out of here. Home run. And that is 4-0. And you can see that Framber Valdez is not happy. Not happy with that pitch. I don't know if it was miscommunication between Valdez and the catcher or what, but Framber is noticeably upset. And that's going to be an RBI for Swanson. I put 9 there not because it's his 9th RBI, but because he's the 9th place batter. So it's 4-0 now. And up comes the top of the order. Soler is up. Here's a pitch from Valdez. That's a B10, and that's the batter. And the batter is he's A rated, and an A3 is going to be a fly ball, and that's in the gap. And will Brantley get there? Yes, he does. So Brantley read it well off the bat and chased it down and makes the catch for out number 3. 1 run on 1 hit, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Pocket Pennant run baseball. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association on Facebook group, and also the Pennant Fever Facebook group for Pocket Pennant Run. Take care, guys. I will be right back. All right, Atlanta leads the Astros here in Minute Maid Park 4-0. And in the bottom of the 4th, it's going to be Bregman, Alvarez, and Correa coming up against Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton's a B pitcher, so we're looking at that B column on the pitcher card. We're starting off with that. That's going to be a 1. That's strike 3 on Bregman. He goes down on strikes. Again, the second time Bregman's gone down on strikes. Up comes the lefty Alvarez. Alvarez is a B, and that's a 4, and that is going to be defense. And defensive 8 is the center fielder. And the center fielder is Duval, and Duval is a C. So we're going over here to defense, and the blue says it's a 1. And it's a fly ball that Duval catches up to. That's 2 outs, and here comes Carlos Correa, who also struck out in that first inning. Morton has 5 strikeouts so far. And that's a 4, a B pitcher, and that's defense again. The 8 is to the center fielder. Did we just not shake these dice or what? And I believe we said he was what? He said he was a C, and then we roll a 3, and that's another catch. And that'll end the inning. 3 up and 3 down. We move to the top of the 5th. All right, we're in the top of the 5th inning. It's 4-0. Now, let me tell you, I've started to kind of choose a lower number for to pull my pitchers. Let's quickly annotate or mark the hits. 4 hits allowed. So he's only allowed 4 hits. But I'm used to playing like older seasons where you're allowed to give up 8 or 9 hits. It's called scattering hits. I don't think they do that anymore. And then we have 2 walks and a hit by pitch. So let's see if we can get through this inning. We do have a DH. Now, Frambert can go a 6. So let's see. I'd like to push my pitchers, but not if he's going to give up. If he lets 2 guys get on base, we're going to pull him and start bringing in. But that's gonna bog down the whole game. That's why I don't play a lot of modern baseball. I think most of us. I know that a lot of guys are playing the older teams with this system. Here's Freeman. Freddie Freeman grounded out twice, once into a double play, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a B8. That's off the batter. Freeman is a B batter, and that's a 9, and that's line base hit to right. So Freeman rips one to right center field and cut off by the right fielder, Tucker. He's on at first. Here's Albies with a B3, and that's control, and that's what's been giving Frambert Valdez trouble. He's a C, and that's a 6, and that's going to be a base on ball. So he's been rolling higher numbers on the C. He's a C control, and that's been hurting him. So that's a walk, and that's going to be it, I believe, for Frambert. We just don't want him to give up, 12 runs, that sort of thing. I just don't like to do that. So we're going to go to the bullpen here, and we will be back. All right, so it's going to be Brandon Billack. He's a right-hander, and he's going to come in. Now, I wanted to go for a left-hander, but I couldn't find really any pitcher that could go 2 innings because it's still early in the game here in the 5th. Usually the way I play this is I bring in a new reliever every inning. It really slows down the game, but it's what it is. Modern baseball is modern baseball, and you got to kind of play it the way it's set up to be played. So let's do it. And that's going to be an 11. And he is, what did I say he was? He's a B pitcher, right? He's a C pitcher, and an 11 is going to be a batter. We're looking at the batter, who's an A, Riley, with an 11, and that's power numbers. And we go to Riley's power number. Now, Riley's going to take a hit here. Oh, wait. Riley goes from an A to a B. All right, because we got a righty in there now. So that 11 is going to be on the B. And it's still a power number, so it's a power number. And Riley's power, I guess, is going to go down 1 as well. It goes down to C, so we're looking at C. We're looking at the 9, and that ball is a drive in the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. And scoring easily is Freeman. Around third, it looks like they're waving Albies home. Here's the relay, the slide, the tag, and he is safe. So it's a 2-run double. And the score now is 6-0 Braves. The Braves have broken it open. He drives in 2, and he drives in 3. And here comes Adrianza with a runner at second base. So Billack comes in and promptly gives up a double to Riley, who's really this guy's a star, an up-and-coming star for sure. And that's going to be C7, and that's the batter. The batter is a switch hitter, so he will get hit with a penalty. And we're looking at the 10, and that is a base hit single. And run will score on that. He can try to get a double out of it, but I'm not going to do that right now. So it's a 4 RBI, and the score now is 7-0. Still no outs in this inning. Next batter is Duval. Duval is a righty, so he'll get hit and go down to a D. And that's a 6. Pitcher's a C, and a 6 is batter. He's a D with a 6, and that's a fly ball, left field. Over is Brantley. Under it makes the catch. And now it's Justin Darno. 1 out, 1 on. 7-0 Braves. Here's the pitch. And that is a 12, and that's the batter. So the batter, Darno, is going to take a hit. He's going to become a D, and that's a 9 on D, and that's bounced to second base. Only 1 play. Moving to second on that is Adrianza. 2 outs, runner on second now for Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson is a lefty. He's going to go back up to B. So he goes back up to his B. And here's a pitch. It's a C3, which is defense. Defense is a 10, the second baseman. Second baseman Altuve defensively is a C. And we're going to look at that blue, a 6, and that is grounded to Altuve, who handles it, and that retires a side. But 3 more runs come in on 1, 2, 3 hits, 2 singles, a double, and a walk. And the score now after 4.5 is 7-0 Braves. Let's see if the Astros can get something going defensively. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, so power number on Tucker. Tucker's up now against Morton. Here's a pitch. It's a curveball, and it's a hanger, and Tucker drives it deep to right center field, and that ball is gone. So the Astros are on the board here, and it's 7-1. He drives in 6th batter. That's himself. So 1 RBI. And here's Morton. So it goes to the batter, and the next batter is a B, and it's a 2, and it's bounced to second. Charged by Albies, sidearms it to first, and Gurriel is out. Next is McCormick. That's a 1, and that's strike 3 on McCormick. And here goes, it's a 12 under B, and that's the batter. Batter, we're going to go to, he's a D, he's terrible, and that's a bouncer and into left field for a base hit. So it's 2-out single for Maldonado, who's not known for his skill with a bat, more a defensive type catcher, has some power, some good power in the past. You know, he's had seasons where he's hit 15, 16, 17, 18 home runs, not too shabby. So 2 out, 1 on, 7-1 now with that home run by Tucker, putting the Astros on the board. Morton's been fairly dominant today. He's only allowed 3 hits now, but up to this inning, up to the 5th, only 1 hit. That's going to be a 12. That's going to go to the batter. Batter Altuve is a C. That's a 12, and that's a power number. So they're getting the rolls. So Altuve's power number is a B, so that's going to go down to a C. And the power is a 4. And that's going to be a deep drive to right field. And backing up on the track is Peterson, and Peterson makes the catch to end the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, and it's fine. 7-1. The Astros are on the board to go to the top of the 6th inning. So this is probably the last inning that Charlie Morton can go, and then I will allow him to go until he gives up a hit or a run, rather a hit or a walk in the beyond the 6th innings. Usually how I do it. If he's pitching a shutout, I keep him in, a little bit more. I know the rule says you're supposed to reduce it a grade each inning, but I'm gonna manipulate that a little bit and kind of do a improvised homebrew. So it's 7-1. It's the top of the 6th, and here come the Astros. It's going to be Swanson, who's 2 for 2 with a single and a home run, and he will be leading off here. He bats from the right side, and then we're going to see Soler, another righty, and Freeman. And this is the 2nd inning for the relief pitcher. Who came in there? The relief pitcher, Belak. This is the 2nd inning for him. He can go 2, and then we're going to use the same method, allow him to continue until he allows a base runner, and then we'll pull him. All right, so let's do it. And he's a C pitcher. So we're looking at the C, and it's a 1C, and it's control. Control, what is he? He's also a C control, I believe. And he is, so he's a C control. That's a 4, strike 3, and it's a check swing. And they check with the first base umpire, and he rings him up, and Swanson doesn't like it. Swanson is staring him down. Whoop. And next up is Soler. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. And that's a 3, is a B, and that's defense. Defensive 4, it goes to the 2nd baseman. 2nd baseman, Altuve. Altuve is a C, 2nd baseman. And that's a blue 6, and that's bounced to Altuve, and he handles that easily. So Soler grounds out to the second baseman, 2 out, and here's Freeman. And we're looking at a 2, and that's control. So we're going to go to control, and he has a C control as well, and a 9 is ball 4. So Freeman walks with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Next up is Albies. Albies is a B switch hitter, so he doesn't get hit with any modifiers, negative modifiers. And that's going to be a 2, and that's control. And C is strikeout, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 left, the walk, and we can move to the bottom of the 6th inning, 7-1. Astros here in the bottom of the 6th. Let's see if the Astros can get some offense going. It's going to be Brantley leading off against Morton. And that's going to be a 6, Brantley, and goes off the batter. Brantley is an A batter. And we're looking at the 4, and that's a fly. That's a drive in the gap, and running it down is the center fielder Duvall, so it's F8. Next is Bregman, right-handed hitter who gets knocked down to a C, and that is a 6, B6, and that's the batter. He's a C, and we got a 6 there, and that's a fly ball. High pop-up. Medium center field. Under it is Duvall. 2 outs to the center fielder. Here's Alvarez, a lefty, who stays as a B pitcher. We go off the pitcher first. That's defense. The catcher on a 6. The catcher is Maldonado, who's a B. And that 6 is going to say that's a little number in front of the plate. And pouncing on it is Maldonado, who throws out. I'm sorry, not Maldonado. Darno. Mistake. He's an A defense. What? So he definitely makes the play. It's A defense on a 6, and that is a grounder. Same thing. 2-3, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits. 7-1 after 6 innings complete here in World Series Game 1. You're listening to Tony Porter and Cards and Dice TV. And remember to join the Universal Baseball Association Facebook group and Pennant Fever Facebook group for Pennant Run. And that's always a good thing. They're fun, definitely a lot of fun discussions, and you're going to get a lot of information, excellent information to bring these tabletop games to life. Hey there, top of the 7th, 7-1 Braves. Riley, Ryanza, and Duvall. The Braves are really smacking the cover off the ball. And let's do this. We need a new pitcher. Actually, I will let this pitcher go until he gives up a hit. We got Bilak, I think it's pronounced. And that's going to be an 8. He's a C, and that's the batter. We got a kind of batter we got. We got Riley, who is a B batter, and it's a 2, and it's bounced to second. Now, one thing that's easily done here is on some certain numbers, you can pick them out. Righties hit it to short, and lefties hit it to second. And that's easy to do. You can do that with first and third, and you can do that with second and short as well. That's 1 out. Next up is Adrianza. Adrianza's got a hit. He's 1 for 2. He reached on an error and singled, picked up an RBI. That's a 3, and that's going to be defense. So we're going to go to defense. Who's it under? It's under 1, the pitcher. Pitcher Bilak is a D, so a D and a 7, and that's going to be a grounder right back to the mound for out number 2. And the maximum he'll go is 3 innings. He already was a 2. The maximum he'll go is 3. This is, present day. Here's Duvall. Duvall is 0 for 3 today. That's a C10, and that's the batter. And Duvall, what kind of batter is he? He's a righty hitter, so he goes down 1, and that'll be a line and drive to the shortstop. Now, I have a very simple infield in roll. You roll a D6, so I have a real simple inside infield in modifier where that line drive would be a base hit, for example, if you roll that. Also, this would be a medium grounder where runners hold. That's a sharp grounder. So 1 and 2 is a sharp grounder, and runner is heads for home, right? And then medium grounder, he decides to go, and he's thrown out at the plate. And then, of course, 5 and 6 is a slow grounder, and he will score. So that's how you would play the infield in, the kind of grounder that's hit there. And you could always make 6 a potential roll on defense. You could do that if you wanted to, just to incorporate that potential error. All right, so there's 2 outs, and it's Duval. I thought I rolled for that already. I started talking about something totally different. I got distracted. It was defensive roll on the pitcher here. Let's throw these down. Defensive roll on the pitcher, and I believe that's what it was. Let's just do the thing over. I started talking, I just got sidetracked, and I totally forgot what I was doing. So that's a 4, a C, and that's again defense. The 12 is going to say center fielder, and the center fielder is McCormick. McCormick is a B outfielder. So he's a B, and we got an 11, and that's going to be a fly ball that he runs down, and that will end the inning. So 3 up and 3 down in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, 7-1 Astros. It's going to be Correa. Pitch from Morton will allow him to go until he gives a base runner. So that's going to be Morton a 7, and that's the batter. The batter is going to be a 12. That's usually a power number on Correa. It's going to be a B. So that's a power number, and that is a power number. And the power on Correa is a B power. It's going to go to a C power. And the C power, what do we roll? We rolled a 1, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. 1 down. Next up is Tucker. And that's an 11, B11. That's the batter. And it's going to be a 6 kind of batter. He's an A batter. That doesn't change. And a 6 is bounced to second. Picked up by Albies, and he throws out Tucker by half a step. So Tucker can fly down that line. And here's Gurriel. Just not Houston's day. That's a B2, and he is a B. That's control. Kind of control. He's got B control and an 11, and that's ball 4, and that's going to be the end of the day for Charlie Morton, who went 6 2/3. And we're going to go to the bullpen and see who we're going to bring out. We will bring out a guy named, what do we got? A righty and a righty. We can bring in, but then I got to start playing the righty-lefty matchup thing, and I hate doing that. But we're going to bring up Luke Jackson. And Luke Jackson, what is his name? ACA, and he can go 1 inning. ACA. All right. And he will be facing McCormick. And let's see who we can bring in. You know what? We'll bring in Miles. No, Miles Straw's a righty. So Luke Jackson's a righty. So let's put that in there. He's a righty there. And then we're going to see if we can find a lefty or switch hitter. Going to bring in Yordan Alvarez. We also have Jason Castro, but he's a catcher, so we're going to hold him back. Going to bring in Yordan Alvarez here. And then we're going to put Miles Straw in center field after that. You know what? We are just going to bring out Miles Straw. Kyle Tucker's in there. Miles Straw is a righty. I want to bring in a lefty, but I don't want to make a lot of changes here. In a game that I'm losing 7-1, there's 2 outs with a runner on first. I'm just going to let McCormick bat. Here's a pitch, and that's a we need a new pitcher, and we got that new pitcher. He is an A. So I got to do he's a righty against a righty, so that he's going to become a C, and The pitcher is an A, a 6, and that's going to be defense. The 6 says shortstop. Shortstop is Swanson. Swanson, I believe, has good defense. Swanson, and not really. He's got a C defense. So C defense, and the Blues at 12, and he boots the ball. So there's runners on first and second. A ground ball to Swanson, and he drops it. So that puts runners on first and second and 2 out. And here comes Maldonado. And this is where we're going to bring in Alvarez to pinch hit. And then we'll bring in, we could have brought in Castro, but we didn't know what was going to happen. So we're going to pinch hit with Alvarez here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Alvarez is a lefty. He's B-A-D-C, so let's put that B-A-D-C. So he's a B. Here's a pitch from Jackson, who's an A. That's a 7, that's batter. So the batter is a B, a 4, and that's a pop-up left side. And that is the third baseman, shortstop. Go back. In comes the left fielder, Ryanza, and Ryanza makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs, no hits. 2 left on base, and that's a walk and an error. We go to the top of the 8th inning. The score is 7-1. The Astros just can't get their offense going today. All right, we're back with another Topps Heritage Moment 2021, 15 cards. There's a value pack. These are very nice. I think I got like 4 packs for like $10, something like that. And I like to check and see if we find any World Series players. And here's Alex Bregman in action, like that. These are basically, they used the old template from the early 70s. Let's see, Mike Yastrzemski on the Giants. Then we have, again, another Mike Yastrzemski. We have one in action and one just posing. Then you get Yu Darvish. These are beautiful cards. Nice quality. Matte finish, not glossy. And here you got Tatis, 2 homers, secures win. Kenta Maeda with the Twins now. He used to be an Angel. A Dodger. And a great one, Roberto Clemente. Oh, this is a classic, man. He's one of my favorite players of all time. Love that. Roberto Clemente. Rest in peace, man. What a good player. What a decent human being. Died taking supplies to earthquake victims in Nicaragua. He died on, I think it was Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, something like that. Here's Dylan Cease with the White Sox. Lucas Sims with the Reds. White Sox, Eloy Jimenez. So there's a couple of White Sox. Another Padre, Mitch Moreland. He's bounced around a little bit, I think. I know he was with the Red Sox for a while, and then he's been with a few teams. Royals, Michael Franco. He was a Philly for a long time. Luis Robert. This guy is supposed to be a big star. He was a Rookie of the Year. Let's see what else I got here. I got Tyson Miller and Jimmy Lambert with the Rookie All-Stars. Heritage with the Cubs and the White Sox, Chicago. And here's Carson Kelly with the Diamondbacks. So that's kind of cool. Let's get back to the game. That was a Topps Heritage Moment. I like to have these just to bring the game to life, just to like to add a little flavor to our hobby. Nope. And let's put Alex Bregman back in his little packet. And we're playing Pocket Pennant Run Baseball. And it's the charts are really the cards. Instead of having, you can just, somebody said, I read somewhere that they just photocopied all these cards so they would have it on one chart. And you could, you don't have to have individual cards and they won't move around and all that and so on. All right, so it's the bottom of the 8th inning. Actually, no, excuse me, it's the top of the 8th inning. And we're going to have a new pitcher coming in here. All right, the new pitcher is going to be Christian Javier. He can go 2 innings. This is somewhat of a blowout, so I don't want to blow out my bullpen either. So Javier is a B, C, and an A, right? And fatigue is usually a number, and he can go 2. So here's a pitch. It's going to be Justin Darno, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Darno is going to be a C batter today, normally a B. But, oh no, actually he's normally a C, and if he's going up against a righty, he will be a D. So that's going to be a 5-pitcher Javier is a B, and a 5 is defense. So it's a 2, it's the catcher, and the 12. Is that going to be an error on Jason Castro? Let's see, Jason Castro. Where is he? He's down here. He's a B. So B defensively, and that is going to be a high throw. So it's a little number in front of the plate, and Jason Castro throws high to first base. So that's going to be an E2. That's 2 errors on the Astros catchers today. So d'Arnaud's on at first base. Here comes Peterson, a lefty, and he's a B. So that's going to be a pitcher B11, and that's going to be the batter. And he, what do we say? He was a B, so that's going to be a 4, and that's a fly ball to left field. Most of my flyouts have been, no, that's not true. I've had a couple of flyouts to center field. So that's 1 out. Here's Swanson, pitch from Javier with a B6, and that's the batter. And Swanson is going to go, of course, from a B. He's a B, but he's going to go to a C. And it's a 3, and that's going to be a ground ball hit hard right at the shortstop. Goes to second for 1, back to first, double play, 6-4-3. They turn it. So no runs, no hits, and we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. 7-1, Braves in Game 1 of the 2021 World Series. Here played by Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. I hope you're enjoying the game and my approach to playing our games, our hobby. Second baseman Altuve is leading off, and it's going to be Jackson. Now Jackson's got to get pulled. He can only go 1 inning, but we're going to let him go until he's only gone 1/3 of an inning, so we're going to let him go. And that's going to be he is an A at 10, and that's the batter. And the batter Altuve is a righty. Against a righty, he will go down to a C, and that's a 4, and that will be a ground ball to third and pulled down the line, backhanded by the third baseman Riley. Strong throw to first, and in time to get the speedy Altuve. For a second there, I thought he was going to beat it out, but strong throw by Riley, who's got a strong arm. Gets Altuve at first. Here's Brantley. And that is an 8. He is takes us to the batter. And the batter, Brantley, should be an A. He's a lefty, and we do have a righty, so it'll stay as an A. But that's a 1, and that's in the hole, and it's going to be a long throw by shortstop Swanson, and makes it in time to get Brantley 2 out. And here's Bregman. Bregman gets knocked down to a C. So that's a batter, and he gets knocked down to a C. We got a 10, and that's line base hit for Bregman. He's 1 for 4 today. So a 2-out single for Bregman. He's on at first. Here's, oh wow, I pinch hit with Alvarez. I thought I was pinch hitting with Alvarez, but he's in the lineup, so I couldn't have pinch hit with Alvarez. You know what? I pinch hit with Diaz. So I pinch hit with Diaz, and we'll go back, and I got the name wrong. That's not the first time a announcer gets the name wrong. So it was not Alvarez who pinch hit. It was Aledmys Diaz. And we'll write his name in a second. All right, here we are with 1 out and 2 out and 1 on, and it's Jordan Alvarez. Jordan Alvarez is a B lefty. Oh, that's going to be it for the. I'm going to go and bring in a new pitcher to finish this off. It's 7-1 right now. All right, it's Tyler Matzek that comes in for the Braves, and he will be pitching to. We have a pinch hitter now for Alvarez, the lefty. We're going to get Miles Straw, the right-hander, is going to come in, and he is a B. And Matzek is an A, so here's a pitch, and it's a 10A. It's the batter. And what do we say? We said he was a B, right? Yep, he's a B, and it's a 4, and that is a fly to left field near the corner, and in there is Ryanza, and Ryanza comes up with it, and that ends the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the top of the 9th inning. All right, so this modern baseball requires lots of pitching changes. Right now we have Javier in there. Javier can go 2 innings, so we're going to try to get him through the second inning with no problems. Here's Soler leading off. Soler's a righty B, but he'll go down. He'll become a C here. And let me just double check that, so make sure. So Soler, yeah, Soler is a B, so he'll go down to a C against a righty. Here's the pitch from Javier, who's a B, and that's a 1, and that should be a strikeout, and it is. He strikes him out to lead off the top of the 9th inning. Next up is Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman is a lefty, so he'll be an A, and that's a 9, and that'll be batter. Freeman's an A with a 4, and that is a fly ball hit deep to center field. Backing up is the center fielder McCormick, who's still in there and makes the catch. 2 out. Here's Ozzie Albies. Albies today is 1 for 3. He grounded out, singled and drove in a run, walked and scored a run, and then and he also scored a run when he singled on that single, and also he struck out. So he's 1 for 3, but he's been fairly active. Reached base twice. Here's a pitch, and that is a 3, and that'll be control. So what kind of control does Javier have? He has C control, and we're going to look at another low number. All low numbers, and that's a strikeout. That'll end the inning. So Albies is a strikeout victim for the second time against Astro pitching. We go to the bottom of the 9th, so it's last lick, 7-1. Braves over the Astros in Game 1. So far, Charlie Morton and just the Brave pitching in general has been dominant. So here's Correa. Correa's 0 for 3 today. And we got Matzek, a lefty, facing Correa, the righty. So Correa goes back up to A. And that will be a 5, and that's defense. Defense a 2 is the catcher again. Wow, that's been coming up a lot. But this time it's the Darno. Darno is an A. And we're going to look at that 10, and that is a number in front of the plate, and pouncing on it is Darno, and he throws out Correa. So it's a G2. Next is the Lefty Tucker, lefty on lefty, so he'll go down to B. And here's a pitch, and that is, Matzek is an A, so it's an 8 batter. We go to the batter, and we brought him down to a B with a 2, and that's bounced up the middle, and getting there is Albies, sets his feet and throws out Tucker. 2 down. So the Braves are 1 out away from victory here in Game 1 of the 2021 World Series replay using Pocket Pennant Run. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, Universal Baseball Association on Facebook group. Come and join. And here's Gurriel. Gurriel is a right-handed hitter. Gurriel is 0 for 2 today. Reached on an error and bounced to second and walked. And he is lefty versus a righty, so that's going to be, he's going to go back up to his B. And here's a pitch. That's a 2, and that is a strikeout, and the ball game is over. And that is, nope, that's swinging. So the Astros lose it here at Minute Maid Park to the Braves, who pitched extremely well and pretty much kept the Astros off the base paths. They were very, very stingy with their base hits and even their base on balls. Let's take a quick look here. 1 hit here. Another. The only run they scored was a solo home run by Tucker in the 5th inning. And only 4 hits. Wow, only 4 hits for the Astros. Let's take a look and see how many hits for the Braves. You got 1 there, you got 2, you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits for the Braves, but the Braves scored 7 runs with those 7 hits. They made 2 errors. 1 error. Let's see how many errors the Astros made. The Astros made 2 errors as well. So one error is here. Let me see. Did they make 2 errors or one? Yep, 2 errors there, and the 2 errors are there and there. So both teams with 2 errors, and the Astros only scored 1 run. So it's Braves 7 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The Astros 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors. The victory is going to go to Morton, who pitched extremely well, and we can go over what he did. He went 6 2/3, 6.2. He allowed only 3 hits. The walks, I do the walks in yellow. Then we'll do the strikeouts in red just to kind of look and see how Morton did. So Morton walked 1. He struck out a few. I think he had, look at that. And he struck out the side, actually, in the first inning. Picked up another one and another one in the second, another one in the third. So that's 5. This is 6, 7. So Charlie Morton and his curveball struck out 7. 7 Astros. He gave up 1 run, 1 earned run, that home run. Didn't hit anybody, no wild pitches. And then Jackson came in. Jackson went, let's see. Jackson went 1 inning, and he gave up a hit. So Jackson pitched well, went an inning, gave up a hit, no strikeouts, no walks, no runs, no earned runs, nothing. And then Matzik, Tyler Matzik, I think his name is, he came in and pitched 1.1. And he picked up a strikeout, but did not allow any hits, no walks, no runs, no earned runs, and none of the other stuff either. So the win goes to Morton, and I guess these are the other guys get holes. I don't keep track of that. This is a practice game anyway. The loss is going to go to Valdez, who gave up 6 runs, 5 earned. And then Javier came in at the end and pitched a couple innings, picked up a couple of strikeouts. So no hits and runs, boom, boom. And that's pretty much it there. So, Pocket Pen and Run. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Hope you enjoyed the presentation of the game. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Keep up with, subscribe to my channel, and you'll be, click on the bell, and you'll be alerted to my different videos that I do. I do APBA Classic 1970 card set. I do a bunch of Fall Classic, which is a very cool game. I do some Strat, and I do a bunch of little different games. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.